Pathmonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add Pathmonk to your website in seconds, let the AI do all the work, and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us on pathmonk.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Montserrat from IC Research. How are you doing today, Montserrat?
Hey, thank you. Great. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Also, it is a great opportunity. I'm so happy to be here.
It's great to have you on, and I'm sure our listeners are tuning in wondering what iResearch is all about. Well, what I know is you use a mixed method approach for full picture insights, but give us a little bit more of insights, Montserrat, in your own words. What is IC Research all about?
Sure. Well, many years ago, the market research agency used to work with like the traditional methodologies. That's mean like, for example, surveys, but these methods had like some kind of limitations when it came to analysis data because these products were tested in isolation. So that you don't have like this competitive context. So IC was born from this need to have like a deeper understanding of the consumer behavior and to achieve like a higher predictive power. As a company, we focus like in three main areas. The first is that we use a mix of conventional and behavioral methods, such as spatial coding or the eye tracking. In this, you can just show and stimuli, and we can track the eye movement to see what are like the key areas that drive more visibility and attention. The second point is that we test everything in context. That means that we can simulate like environments for stores, website, and even for social media feeds. And this allows us to have like a better measure of the real purchasing behavior. And the third is that we have a dream team for researchers that we are like fully connected all the time and we analyze the data. And with these three points, we have like a 360-degree understanding of the pack, the design, and the product and the market as a whole.
All right. Awesome to hear that. So then, so that way our listeners could get a good understanding of IC. What are some key problems that you saw for clients, Montserrat?
For example, if a company wants to evaluate how a new product will perform in the market, or for example, if they want to know the success of a new campaign or the impact if they make like some adjustment to the pack design, we can assist them to know if this will stand out in a competitive context, if it will drive growth for the brand or the category, and what type of consumers they are attracting. It could be competitor users or brand users. Other things that we can do is that we help them to understand what are the elements that work the most and how they can improve them and what are like the next steps to follow in this process.
Okay, also awesome. Great to hear that. So then how would your clients usually find out about you? Or is there an ideal vertical segment that you guys like to go for?
No, we are like more focused in consumer packaged goods business, but I wouldn't say that we don't have like these industry limitations. We provide service to a wide range of industries, including healthcare, beverage, or social media platforms, and more. So our aim is to help the companies that wants to understand their consumers and need like this data and insights to guide the decision-making process. We have presence in various channels, but I'm proud to say that we have like a superstar sales team and insights team that all of them are actively participating in conferences, webinars, or podcasts such as Quirks and many others. They provide like a valuable insights to the audience there, so the people can know us, and also the team is like very active in social media platforms like LinkedIn. Of course, the clients can find us from the website, but I have to say that most of them comes through the word of mouth recommendation from our clients, people or teams that appreciate the work that we have made with them and are happy to recommend us to other teams or other areas of the same company.
Okay, awesome. Great to hear that from you. So then, what would you say is your top client acquisition channel for IC, Montserrat?
We have, as I said, we have various, but for example, our website is one of our key points of contacts with clients. The main role of our website is most to educate the clients, so they can see like a full information about what happens or how each methodology works. And also they can see videos with examples of how it works. They can see, for example, the simulated environments that we made for the methodologies. And it helps because they can imagine their brand in that environment. They can also access to some cases study that we have shared and be closer to us. The website also allows us to have like a contact with the sales team. And of course, like every company, we are like looking to a way to continue standing out, innovating and moving forward, because we know that we always have new challenges and opportunity. But our website is like a great point with a constant change and innovation.
Definitely. All right. Awesome to hear that from you guys. And so that way our listeners could check you guys out. You guys could check them out at ic-research.com. What role does your website play for client acquisition, Montserrat?
Well, it's the role that they can see what are like the methodologies that will apply for them. They can have like the main contact with the sales team. If they access, for example, for a newsletter or for some podcasts in there, they can fill some information, and salespeople will contact them to assist them further about what are the needs, what are the issues that they have with the brand, and how we can help them to resolve it.
Okay, great. Awesome to hear that. Well, let's switch gears a little bit, Montserrat, and talk about you as a leader. What are some key tasks you focus on your day-to-day work?
Well, that's a fun question, because sometimes I see myself like a superwoman. Like I think in this industry, it's like normal that you have to do a lot of things during the day. But once the project is sold, I become like the main key of contact with the client. And my responsibility is to ensure that all the client's needs are met and will be resolved at the end of the project. So to achieve this successfully, I am in constant communication with internal teams that are the teams that will create and develop the survey tools. And once the data is collected, I have to analyze it. We create a report, and I presented the most important findings that help us to achieve the conclusions and recommendations in form of actionable insights for the client.
All right, awesome. Great to hear that. Let's jump into our next session then, Montserrat, which is our rapid fire question rounds. Are you ready for them?
Yeah, sure. I hope.
All right. No, it would be easy. Let's start off then. The first one would be, what is the last book that you read?
The last book? It was really this last night with my son, but for my personal interest, it was The World Give by Ruiz.
Okay, all right, an interesting read. Next is, what is one single thing that your company is focused on at the moment the most?
We focus on different things like this to give service to clients, help them to understand the necessity. But for example, if we talk about terms of automate processes, I think that it's where we are like putting my most effort to be like 2 steps ahead. We have implemented tools that help us and enable us to complete tasks like most faster, and put our attention to other tasks that require, like, for example, more analysis, such as create reports in record times. Also, we are working in platforms or a way to have like data centralized for the client side and for us. So this is important, and this is really helpful because it helps us to manage the information in just one side. And it's great to help to other people that will be involved in the project.
Okay, all right, awesome. Next is, if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
Well, there's one thing that I have in mind. Sometimes we have clients that are from a specific market or that they need like a specific target to reach. So sometimes it's difficult to find them. So it would be really great if we could have like a huge platform where we can find all type of consumers to study them. Of course, we always find a way to resolve it, but it will be really helpful. And the other point that I would like to mention is that, for example, a world where all the recommendations could be applied without this budget or time limitations.
Okay. All right. And well, lastly, Montserrat, what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
First, as a professional way or as a professional recommendation in this industry, I would say like try to think on the client side, put yourself in their shoes and try to understand their business, because that will help you to go beyond what the data say, beyond what the numbers say, and really be involved in their business. And as a personal recommendation, I will say like don't be afraid. Take risk, because this is the only way that you will achieve things. So go for it, no matter what.
All right. Great advice there. And well, Montserrat, we do want to appreciate you being on today's episode. But before we let you go, what if I want to give you the last word? If someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is that one thing they should remember about your company?
I think the main and the most important message is if you understand the consumer behavior or to put attention for that, that will allow you to grow further. And this approach that really represents us as a company.
All right. Awesome. Great. Thank you so much for that. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to all our listeners. And we're looking forward to our next episode at PathMonk Presents. Thanks a lot, Montserrat.
Thank you so much.